Oh. Oh, hi. I'm Blue Sicx from bluesixtarot.co.uk. I remember it so you don't have to. Or something like that, I don't know. I hope you all had a good New Year's Eve and aren't suffering like some of us. I mean, I think I'm okay. I've got half of a vision. Yeah, I went out with Hipster John. He's doing alright, aren't you, Hipster John? He's fine. Anyway, so for this video we're gonna do a forecast. So it's gonna show you all the cool stuff you can do for a New Year's calendar event sort of reading. And it's been pre-recorded, it's fine. We'll head over and do that now. Enjoy. Now, so what I'll be doing, I'll be showing you the calendar tarot spread using the Scarabino tarot. Now, ostensibly what this is, it's a spread that has one card representing each month. So you start with January and go on through until December. So we'll start with January here, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. I'm starting with January here. So I'm just going to neaten this up a bit because I like neatness. Right, so forward a bit. So for example we'd say for January the main thing to keep in mind, yes, okay. So this one we have the sun. So I'll just bring that up closer. So in this one we have the sun. So this would say that your month is kind of starting, your year is kind of starting off very well. A lot of happiness and a lot of interesting plans for the future. So I'm not going to do a full reading on this just because there are a lot of cards involved. So then we'd say for February, you've got the Four of Wands. There we are, got the Four of Wands. So that would be, take a proper look at it. So that would be kind of prosperity and success in the home. And kind of not necessarily in the family, but more of like success in the home, achievements made or successful mortgages, that sort of thing. So then we go to March, which would be the Knight of Wands, who rides a lion because he's awesome. And this one, so March would be on a creative adventure. You're in the scenario now where you're wanting to not improve, but you're showing what you're good at and you're trying to hone your skills. So then we go to April, which we have the Seven of Wands. So this one would kind of be showing that in April that you're fighting against barriers, that you're overcoming, there you go, it's a bit better, that you're overcoming obstacles, that you're not going to let anything stop you to get what you want to achieve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there we go, try to do it that way, that looks a little bit neater. So we go on to May, which is the Eight of Wands. That focus in a bit. So you've got the Eight of Wands in May. And the Eight of Wands is a card that kind of shows positive energy and kind of pushes forward. So this card would kind of say that in May you've become an unstoppable force. You're just with April it's showing that you've gone and going headstrong, kind of this is what I want to do. And in May it's basically just saying you're still on it, you're just keeping on. So we move to June, which we have the Devil. So that one you've got the Devil. So the Devil in that was representing more of a you're doing what you're doing, and you might kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You're kind of diverting. This isn't where you intended to go, but things have been coming up and kind of leading you away from your main course. So you're heading in such a direction that something's kind of showing you in a different way, and you're kind of being drawn to somewhere where you probably don't really wanted to go or never intended to. So there are things that might take you off your main path, and might take you into places you don't really want to go or probably shouldn't. So that's June, so so on to July, which is the Queen of Pentacles. There we go. Queen of Pentacles. So this is kind of showing more that so in July rather, you will probably, in regards to June, of might being tempted away. July is showing that there's someone there who's going to try and take you back to where you were aiming to go, and reminding you of the importance of what you were doing before, rather than where you're veering off to. So now to August, we have the Three of Cups. So in August, we've got Three of Cups. Now that's kind of showing more festivities and spending time with your friends and loved ones. Remembering that, so going back to July, it's showing that, hey, don't forget about us. There are times you need to actually sit down and focus on what you need to do, and also don't be all consumed with what you're doing here. You still are allowed to take time out to actually enjoy yourself and spend time with your friends, because sometimes when you're focusing on a business path, you don't allow yourself enough time for this. So now to September. So September we have the Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins in September is it's not keep doing what you're doing, it's you know what your skills are, and it's basically saying what you need to do is perfect what you do know rather than trying to learn everything. So you kind of know what you like to do and what you can do. So what you need to do now is focus on making that particular part stronger rather than trying to be all things to all people. Now I've got October, we have the Eight of Cups. So in October, the Eight of Cups is saying that what you need to do is walk away from what you don't need. So now, walking away from anything can always be tricky, but this card is basically saying that you need to focus on what you need to do and what you want to achieve, and just get rid of all the stuff you don't need, because they are either distractions or they are taking you away from what you want to do and what is best for you. So going back to this card, sometimes there are friends that you need your friends, you need backup and support, but sometimes you need to make sure you're with the right-minded people. So some of these people, you might realise, you know what, these aren't the right sort of people for me, these aren't the sort of people I need in my life. And so you can walk, so this card's kind of representing you kind of walking away from people you don't need in your life. Now with November, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is kind of saying, it's a nostalgia card, so it's usually represented as basically just looking back fondly on things, and sometimes looking back at something you can see things through rose-tinted spectacles, because things always look better way back when. So you might be looking back and thinking, man, that was so good when I was doing this. Learn from the past. Don't try and repeat the past. If there is stuff in the past you want and you feel that is needed, take what is needed from that and add that. Try not to go back, but you can use the past to move forward, if that makes sense. If not, leave a message in the comments. And now we go to December, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight is kind of a man who's it's a patient man. So this card is kind of saying that what you need at this point, you've kind of seen, it is a kind of a reflective card on all of this. It's kind of, this is where I was at the beginning of the year. This is kind of what I've had to do near the end. So it's kind of, you're now thinking about where you've come. You're basically, in December it's showing that you're taking on the lessons that you've learned throughout this year and learning and considering what's best to move on forward with. So don't forget to, I said, if you like this spread, this is always a very useful spread, and let me know what you think about this in the comments, because I would be very interested to know, and if there are any other spreads out there that you want me to cover, just leave a comment. Well, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And also, you can check me out on Twitter and Instagram on at Sicx Tarot. And our next video will come out a little later than usual, kind of like late January, but we'll still be doing the weekly forecast that comes out on a Friday. So I hope you have a good new year, and may the year of 2019 be profitable and beneficial for everyone out there. See ya.